The anti-Semitism in Iran is rooted to some extent in Shia tradition, which was usually more hostile to Jews than Sunni tradition. For instance, in Shia tradition, Jews were regarded as ritually unclean, which carried all kinds of discriminations against Jews.
I think we are not paying enough attention to that one placard that says, keep the world clean. We've seen it in a few demonstrations. You see the Star of David in a trash bin with the heading, keep the world clean. The idea that the collective Jew is what stands between this world and utopia is a very ancient idea with deadly consequences. And we need to understand that all of this fits together.
It is Ayatollah Khomeini who had inserted anti-Zionism, and I would also say anti-Semitism, into an integral part of his ideology. Khomeini and later Khamenei regards Zionism as the culmination of two wars against Islam. One is the old Jewish war against Islam, which has started from the times of the Prophet Muhammad.
The answer that the Shia regime in Iran actually gives to the question, what happened to Islam, is that we modernized. Modernizing is not the source of Western power. It is the Western tool for dividing us into modern nation states. The British invented Iraq, the French invented Lebanon. By subdividing us in that way, they keep us down.
The other war is the Western imperialist Jewish war against Islam, which goes back 1,000 years, in which the West and the Jews conspired against Islam and want to prevent Islam from fulfilling its historical mission. Zionism is the culmination of these two wars. Zionism is a Jewish Western instrument implanted artificially in the Middle East to subjugate, dominate, split, fragment the Muslims.
Not all Shia. We have strong Shia friends in Azerbaijan. Iran's variation, totalitarian Islamist, what Iran made Shiite Islam to be, is a challenge not only to the existence of Israel, it's a challenge to the regional and global order. They're basically saying the wrong people won in World War II.
The Jews and the West fight Islam. The Jews and the West want to destroy Islam because Islam is the barrier that blocks their taking over of the world, and they want to prevent Islam from fulfilling its historical mission. And Zionism in this regard is the culmination of the Jewish Western offensive conspiracy against Islam, and therefore it is so dangerous.
The weakness of Islam isn't a geopolitical problem. The weakness of Islam is a theological problem. It is evidence of a distancing of Islam from divine grace. It is evidence that Islam is wrong and is going away from the divine plan for history, from the God to which Islam is supposed to be a servant of and pay fealty to.
The whole idea of Jewish sovereignty is an affront to Islam. It is a challenge to Islam. Therefore, a Jewish state is something which is unacceptable according to Islamic ideology. It is the greatest injustice in modern history according to Khamenei. And therefore, Iran, being the flag carrier of the Muslim world or the leader of the Muslim world, must take the lead in eliminating Zionism and eliminating the Jewish state.
And from the Iranian perspective, if they can bring down Israel, it's also a great way to bring down America, or at least to show that it's a paper tiger. That's what I think is going on, and I think we need to take them very seriously.
For the Iranian regime, the problem of Israel isn't some simple problem that we're not Muslim. The problem with Israel is that we are the weakest, the most pathetic.
They, of course, do not make any distinction between Jews and Zionism. Zionism is simply the implementation of Judaism.